It's 9:10. My computer says it's 6:10. So I do a random live stream. I do need to pick actually a good time because I realize Monday night's live streams is not working because of Monday night football. Because it's football season, I said put that 2 and 2 together. But anybody joins the live stream, I'll say thank you. I just got off and walked a little bit ago. Was watching another YouTube video and decided to do a random live stream just to see if anybody joins. Of course, I'm not going to stay on that long because I got to go to bed. Midnight, people's watching you. Trying to think where all to see here. I think I'll stay on maybe 20, 30 minutes, then I'm going to go to bed. If anybody joins. Okay, I was looking at my paper here for that auction I went to. Trying to figure out all that land is here. New Haven, 3.91 ton a turnpike, 1.15 a turnpike. Okay, all those are turnpikes. Apparently there's a turnpike or old highway somewhere for sale at an auction. I'm so curious about that. Of course, I'm going to stick to the stuff I know I can make money at. Buying a right-of-way or highway ain't a good idea. I don't want to buy more right-of-ways anymore, that's for sure. How to annoy midnight. She's purring, I think. Okay. But a lot of people probably see this live stream after, but I'm trying, I guess if you comment after what would be a good time for live streams in the future, that way I know a good time to do them. I know Friday and Saturday nights don't work because I work. I usually don't get home from work until late, so if I do pick a time, it won't be Fridays and Saturdays. Yes, Mondays is when everybody's doing football season. But upside midnight. I'm trying to think. Oh, something else to look forward to while I'm thinking about it. Yes, I should have thought about some things to say for the live stream. I just wanted to do a random one just on a Sunday night before I went to bed to see if anybody joined. But future upcoming videos I'll point out for people who's curious. I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. I'm going to upload the video of the Paw Paw Pats, just a daytime video, so what that looks like. Then I got 2 paranormal videos. I done that same Paw Paw Pats that for this paranormal investigating, and a few more train videos, which I basically got to upload. I'm hoping to do another section like Appalachian Trail, but that probably won't be until spring of 2022. Although maybe I will do a 2-day hike of the Greenbrier River Trail if I get some friends to join me on that one. If not, maybe I'll just go down there and walk a little bit during the day because I'm trying to figure out what to do there on that. But on that walking day, when I didn't plan to walk today, but wasn't a bad day. I just know one thing I'm curious about. I don't know what type of video people want to see more of. I do got at least 5 more train videos I'll upload at some point. Of course, I was not counting the train videos. I'll probably film the next day or two when the train comes up Devonley Creek Brent's line. Because I got one for like 4 days ago, then one from yesterday morning. But I'm going to do as many videos as I can. But one thing I will point out that's probably confusing people is I commented a while back, I probably just go to a couple times a week doing videos in a video, but I'm still doing a video every single day, sometimes 2 videos a day. But when I accidentally got locked on my old YouTube, I'm trying to download and save what videos I can because I figured out a way to save and download some. So I'm kind of doing re-uploading some old videos and doing new videos at the same time on that part. So eventually I probably will slow down and only do 2 or 3 times a week. For the time being, I'm still uploading every day, and occasionally a 2 video day. But future video plans, things work out. I want to go back to Hawk's Nest and hike down that Greenbrier or the Mill Creek Rail Trail. But I'm kind of curious of how many people want to see paranormal videos. That's what I'm curious about because I got 2 coming anyways. They'll upload one Tuesday, one Wednesday. That paranormal investigating I've done at the Paw Paw Pats. Then I got a few more places. I know at the beginning of November I'll probably be a week. I might be in North Carolina with my sister and her husband for a week. So if I am, I probably won't upload videos that week I'm in North Carolina. But I'm trying to figure out what types. I do know most people love my train videos, and I definitely want to get more train videos. I got one just outside of Charleston, and then a couple more in Thurman. I need to upload that one, the New River of the passenger train, Amtrak train that I filmed with that private car on it. Then I got a couple of videos, New River train from 2016, 2017 on my Facebook. I think I got a 2018 one on my old YouTube. Been going to try to upload some, pull a few old train videos off my Facebook from the New River train. Because 2019, I wasn't able to film it last year. They run a New River train. But I'll just talk about a few things. All right. Midnight. Don't fall. I go to pet midnight. She almost fell. I know. But something else. I noticed I get a lot of people, I do the amount of people watching my videos, but not a whole lot of likes. I think the more people who click the like button on my videos when they watch them, the more likely YouTube will actually promote the videos, the more views and the more likes. It'll help me get more subscribers and more views. I realize a lot of people subscribe to my old YouTube, but I have no way of contacting them. I still don't know what happened. I know exactly what happened there. I do know that nobody's messing my old YouTube because my old YouTube is still there. And nothing's been done to the videos, no updates and no nothing, so I know nobody else has access to it. I have no access to my old YouTube, but the good news is there's no evidence that anybody else having access to my old YouTube either, so that's a good thing that nobody else is messing with it. Although I'm going to try, since it's getting close to Halloween, I'm going to try to do a few more paranormal videos. That's something I may at least once a month do some paranormal investigating videos somewhere and upload it. Can't promise I will, can't promise I won't, but we'll try. And when wintertime comes, I hope to get some good snow videos that are cold and snow with the snow and ice. Especially the trains coming through the snow, like the one I played earlier last night, which was actually an old video from my old YouTube that I was able to download and redo. I think in the future I'm going to pick on something subjects to talk about, though. Because one thing, since it's close to Halloween, maybe I should tell some ghost stories on a future live stream and have more people join in about the haunted house I used to live in. Oh, that's over there. I'm hearing a weird noise. That's another cat over there. Mrs. Noise is making a little bit of noise over there. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. But trying to stay on a little bit longer. I'm tired, so I can't stay long. But I'm trying to pick out the best night that what I can at least once a week to do a live stream since I pick out the best night. Sunday nights is usually not good. Monday nights is Apparently Monday nights I can compete with football. But I thank everybody who subscribes to my YouTube and watches. And future plans, I'm going to try to refilm those 2 graveyards in the woods at something near my house at some point. Right now I got at least 40 videos that I've already filmed that I haven't uploaded yet. Some from back in August and September. I even got one from back in July that I forgot about. That got some I managed to download. Well, actually 38 because I've uploaded 2 this morning. Thank you. I thank you for always giving me a thumbs up. I've noticed I might have like 50 views and like 5 thumbs up on a lot of my videos, but I thank everybody who does give me a thumbs up. I know a couple of my good friends down the street gives me a thumbs up as well. I just know I'm hoping to get more subscribers on YouTube. I may never be a famous YouTuber like some of these YouTubers who actually make money at it. Either way, do I become a real famous one or just a small time one like I am now, I'll still do my videos because it's something I love doing in my free time. I love filming trains and railroad stuff, and that seems to be the thing that people like a lot. Of course, I've always liked trains since I was a kid in grade school. I've enjoyed trains and railroad stuff. Of course, the American Pickers thing, that most likely was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm not saying I'll never meet them again. I'm not saying I will meet them again because only time will tell. The fact that they were Mike and Robbie is literally in the storefront down the street, because if you walk out the door of my house, walk like down the street, you would be at the store they were at, because that's literally just down the street from my house. I walked there like 5 minutes. For the people who see my American Pickers video a while back, that's definitely once in a lifetime opportunity. I have no idea they'll ever be back here or not. I know a good friend of mine sold all the antique stuff he had at a public auction, and then he even sold his Indian motorcycle. And then like barely a month after that, here comes the guy from American Pickers. Of course, he sold the stuff at the auction back in December last year, but the Indian motorcycle, I think he sold less than a month before American Pickers came. I'm kind of couldn't help but laugh at the friend who could have sold them, who waited too long. If he was American Pickers, they love Indian motorcycles. Midnight, why do you keep falling? Oh, okay, Midnight's in a cranky mood. Hold on a second. Here's Tom, just in case you haven't seen him. I got the 3 cats, Midnight, Tom, and Mrs. Norris. Tom don't want to be in the limelight. I think he wants me to let him outside. Only 9:21. I got to fix the time here. My computer got re-updated, and it shows that 6:21 when it's 9:21. So I do got to fix that, because I got to get in the settings to figure out how to set the time. Okay. I think Jose Corman still does pull more than 10 cars. Occasionally they do. Occasionally they pull the coal cars, but usually the Jose Corman crew just takes the CSX cars. I got a video. That reminds me, I got a video. I do got a video on. Okay, I got a little tongue tied there. I do got a video I filmed last week. Jose Corman had their engines on the front of a coal train heading up towards Pax. It was a surprise. I didn't even know they were coming. I just happened to walk out of the lifeway down the street from my house, hear the train horn blow, and here comes the Jose Corman train. I had enough time to walk down the rock on, so the train was the other cars, and I was actually surprised to see them with the engines on the front of the coal train, because usually they have the engines on the back, or they just, Jose Corman crew usually just takes a CSX train up to the mine. Actually, they did. That one day I filmed Jose Corman here, they actually coming right through downtown Mount Hope, right past my house, pulling the coal cars in Mount Hope, which I was a little surprised, because I'm used to seeing the CSX engines and them doing the coal cars in packs. So that was a surprise that day. I think that's one day last week. I need to upload that video soon. Because that one day, I think it's Friday. I think it's Thursday or Friday when I saw them pull the engines on the coal cars coming through downtown Mount Hope. That is a very rare thing to see, though. The Jose Corman engines on the front of the coal trains here in town. Thank you for the nice cats. Hey, click on. I'm trying to think. Okay. Something else I'm going to point out. I can't say this will work out or not, but I think Zawtooth is planning on coming back to this area to film. If he does, and I know it's going to be in Thurman or Prince or whatever, I might meet up with him and do some more train videos with him, because he commented in one of my videos he's thinking about coming back here. But that one, I think I could work out if I know he's coming. I may or may not do another video of him. I can't promise. Although I know tomorrow I'm going to upload that from the Paw Pats down in the packs. And then those 2 paranormal investigating videos I've done. And then I'm going to go back to a bunch of train videos. What I need to do is upload that one that I filmed with the of Amtrak with that private car. I can't think which videos I got the most popular. I know what my favorite things to film is. I've always been fascinated by trains and railroads in the abandoned coal mining towns. Yeah. I think most of us that watch trains as adults grew up liking trains. I definitely grew up liking trains. I can remember and sometime in the mid-90s when the whole entire Dumb Little Quick branch line was put out the surface for like 3 or 4 years, and then they started running trains on it again up to Georgia Pacific in 2006, Ozzy Corman built all the way to Pax. Just in case you're new to my channel or you haven't seen yet, I do got some train videos up in Harper's Ferry. I so want to go back to Harper's Ferry. I would love to go back there. I would love to go back to Harper's Ferry now. Think about it, because that's amazing there. I think I've ever seen. I think maybe once in the early 90s there was an Norfolk Southern train on this line. Oh, the snow video. That's I'm probably confusing people because that's a video from December of last year that I had on my old YouTube. I accidentally locked myself out of, and when I had to restart my YouTube. So that's actually a re-upload. So I probably did confuse a lot of people on that one. But it's 60 degrees outside right now, and there's no snow in the forecast for the next 10 days. So didn't mean to confuse anybody. I saw the Welfare Network comment, and I started thinking about that. I probably confused a lot of people with that video because I'm going through my videos. I'm like, oh, here's an old video I uploaded my old YouTube from last year. I definitely want to do I definitely enjoy filming the snow. Although it's not much fun when it's miserably cold outside. I think I only got to about 70 here today, and it's supposed to get down to about 50 tonight. I know when I was up in Harper's Ferry, I remember filming some trains coming out of that tunnel. But the tunnel was in Maryland. And then I walked over to Sandy Hook, Maryland, and filmed the train before I spent 2 days hiking the Appalachian Trail. I will be doing more videos of the Appalachian Trail eventually. I just don't know when, because I have a set a time when I'm doing it. I just hope something don't happen, I accidentally get locked out of this YouTube. I know somebody got my phone number and they're calling and texting me nonstop, and they were messing with my system, my email, my everything else. So when I got the new phone number, I had to take my live desktop computer and get it dry scrubbed. I got back in my YouTube temporarily, but when I actually had to change the password, they wanted to send the password to my old phone number, and I couldn't get my old phone number because I didn't have it anymore. And I think that's what happened. That's one place I've never been to. It's Virginia Beach. Give everybody a good laugh, though. It's here lately I've been thinking about the beach because I think I was there once I was 12 years old. And I've had so many friends of mine posting pictures from the beach on Facebook. Sorry, I'm doing YouTube laughing a long time ago, but I have a lot of friends and even some family members posting their pictures from the trips to the beach on Facebook. And then I have some co-workers that just recently got back from the beach. And then last night I had a couple that was actually stopped there and said they're on their way back from the beach and on their way back to Cincinnati, Ohio. Got me thinking. I think the Lord's telling me to go take vacation and go to the beach and I have the money. Yeah, I guess Chicago does get a lot of snow. One thing I do love, I have mixed feelings about the snow. I love it when it snows, what I hate it when it's like miserably cold outside. I hate the miserable cold weather that comes with the snow. If it's like 30 degrees and snow, and that's my kind of weather, when it's like 10, 15 degrees and wind howling and below zero wind cells, that's when I hate the snow. That's the part I hate, is the cold, but I love the snow. Florida Keys. Yeah, cold is definitely yucky. Although it does make some beautiful scenery when the ice forms on the side of the mountain and stuff. But earlier this year, we had some miserably cold weather. It came in April. Was this unusual for this time of year during the month of April? There are some friends that came in from out of town wondering why there's ice on the side of the mountains towards the end of April. This year's been a weird year weather-wise. That's what I'm not looking forward to. Although what I'm looking forward to is the beautiful fall colors, because I love it when the trees get all the red and orange and yellow. Of course, I got an upcoming video. I won't say this. I'll make a surprise. I won't say what. I'm not going to say what the video will be, but it's going to, well, what I'm trying to say is I got an upcoming video here soon where I'll be filming some of the New River Gorge with the fall colors. I'll say this, it'll be the best view of the New River Gorge fall foliage in the New River Gorge, and some that I'll be uploading. I found the perfect way to get a great video. Of course, I'll be doing a few videos along the walking trail too. Yeah, watching the snow, the TV, and the pool. I guess if you live somewhere where it's warm all the time, that's the best way to watch the snow, the cold. I know I'll be here watching stuff from hurricanes and tropical storms in places down south. And I'm glad I'm not there when these places when the storms hit. But yeah, they definitely have to pray for the people who are in those storms. I'm just glad I'm able to get a lot of rain, because a few people call me about the cold and the weather. It's got me thinking about out west where they have the severe droughts, and down south for the hurricanes. The weather has gone cuckoo the past few years, because hurricanes has always been a serious problem in southern states and coastal states. Oh, wait a minute, I can't look at the time. I don't have my watch on anymore. It's over there. I know here in a few more minutes I'm going to get ready for bed. But I'm trying to think what order I upload the videos I filmed. And I'm still filming, because I got nearly 40 videos that I filmed the past week or two. One thing for sure, if I get a good enough stockpile of videos when it's too cold and snowy to be out filming, I'll have videos to upload. Yeah, we definitely got some brand new roads here. I did got a few driving videos of these few brand new roads. One video that you might find interesting, just in case, because I don't know how many people have seen it or how many people's not seen it. I have a video coming out of the town of Nuttleburg. I had to think for a minute, but I remember filming some of the coal camp of Nuttleburg, walking around, and then on the way out, one of the friends I was with was doing the driving, so I was able to film coming out of Nuttleburg. And that's a very windy road. Of course, there's the road going down the Gully Bridge. That's a pretty windy road too. And the road going to Thurman. Yeah, that's one thing about the state. The roads are kind of crazy. Of course, I think Pennsylvania has roads just as bad, because I've been through parts of Pennsylvania and upstate New York on road trips. Come think that I kind of didn't wish I had my YouTube back then, but because I didn't when I was doing a lot of road trips, I didn't film a lot. Although earlier this year, speak about windy roads, the Appalachian Trail in Maryland after you cross the West Virginia to Maryland. You walk like 3 miles along the Chesapeake Ohio Towpath Trail. Then you go across the railroad crossing, across the 2-lane road underneath this highway between two properties, house on this side and house this side, and the trail's like the borderline between two properties. And then you get what they call switchback. You have 27 switchbacks where you're like this up to the top of the mountain. I actually recorded some of that. Of course, I recorded a 3-minute video of the Chesapeake Ohio Towpath Trail, and I recorded most of my descent up the mountain on the switchbacks. I spent 3 miles on that trail, 3 days on that trail on the section hike, hung out with some through hikers, and I wonder how in the world they do it. I give them credit where credit's due. Starting the Appalachian Trail in the beginning of March and finishing in October because it's 2,200 some miles long. Missing Running Roads, I think about some of the curves and bends on the trail. I'm going to do more trips there, but I definitely don't plan on spending 6 months hiking from beginning to end. I want to do a series of section hikes over a couple of years and try to get it all hiked. Might take me 2 or 3 years or more to hike it all, but I do section hikes instead of doing the whole trail. Mainly because I want to spend 6 months of my life hiking the trails. Midnight wouldn't want me to do that either, so he wouldn't want me to be gone that long. On my email address, I guess I could type that in there because oops. Okay. It probably would have been easier just to say that instead of type that in. My email address, walterlangston85@gmail.com. About to say something to point out. Midnight's like killed my sick computer cell here. Every time I'll get another one and still claw to death. With her, I don't buy brand new computer sets. This one my mom gave me. If I do buy them, I could buy a used one off the Beckley yard sale page because I know if I buy a new one and pay a lot, she'll destroy it. But my computer set is about ready to fall apart. I guess I'll stay on a few more minutes and then go to bed. But I'm curious which video is the most popular. After my 2 paranormal videos, since it's getting close to Halloween, I do plan on doing a few more train videos. One place I do plan on going, if it works out, is something I saw that Zawtooth done was the Big Eagle Railroad here in West Virginia. I had no idea that's only an hour down the road from my house. I'm out on a road trip, going down some back roads. I stopped and trying to figure out what looks familiar, take this back road, end up on the Big Eagle Railroad, not knowing it's only an hour down the road from my house. Even though there weren't any trains there that day, I did film a train crossing the bridge over on the CSX main line. Then the coal train stops. I went down the road, filmed this abandoned train trestle that probably has been used since the 90s. And then the train went by, and another coal train went by on the main line when I was finishing up that video. Then I got to be at train station in South Sulston. Then a few more videos in Sulston. Got at least 3 more train videos in Sulston. Now a couple of things I do that's re-uploads is the 2 trains I filmed at Hawk's Nest. That's a re-upload from old YouTube, along with a couple of the paranormal videos, although the ones I've done recently is new ones. I'm just trying to figure out which videos is the most popular. I need to pay attention to which ones gets the most views and the most likes. I'll still, being a rail fan, I'll always be doing something train and railway related, even if it's just a few times a week. I just know I definitely want to go back to Harper's Ferry. I had a good time filming trains there, even though I couldn't seem to catch anything that long wooden trestle. I kept missing them. Yeah. Luckily for me, I live next to the Dublin Creek branch line. Hopefully, Welfare Network, I hope you can find some good places close to you to film some trains. Here, I guess I could say I'm blessed because the Dublin Creek branch line is literally down the street from my house. It's only a 10, 15-minute drive to Thurman, which is a great place to well fan. The one place around here I will say is very hard to catch trains is PAX, that one Canal River Railroad. That is a very difficult line because they don't seem to have a set time. I got lucky the other day, a couple of weeks ago, though, because me and a friend of mine pulled up to the rail crossing. There's happened to be a train coming. And the funny thing is, I'll sit there for 2 or 3 hours or more waiting on the train. I'm with a friend of mine going down there to look at a house for sale. We come towards the crossing, here comes a train. And we weren't even looking for a train that day. Dublin Creek branch line, almost every day was a train. Almost every day, 2 or 3 times a day here. But I actually know people who live in places where it's hard. I know a couple of people I watch on YouTube will drive for hours and hours just to catch the train. I think Zartube was trying to film the train almost every state in the United States. I think. I know the only 2 states I filmed trains in so far is West Virginia, my home state, and Maryland. Actually, I might have a old train video from Tennessee, if I can find it, because that was like 4 years ago and I'd done that, and I didn't even have my YouTube back then. And I wonder if I went to Norfolk, Virginia when I was on Amtrak riding up to D.C. to go to Harper's Ferry. I gotta be careful. I move too much. I'll knock midnight off the cell. I did that once before. Well, actually, a few different times. I think I know the bridge you're talking about, the Florida Keys. There's that. I think they called is that the bridge they call the 7 Mile Bridge? Because I think Robert A2 done a few videos on that a while back. Because he lives in southern Florida. That reminds me, if you're on Facebook, something that you can see is, it's been a while since I saw this, but there's actually an old photo taken of the 7 Mile Bridge from the window of a train, and it said in the photo it said was, I forget the exact date, but the photo was taken in 1925, and somebody actually posted the picture from the window of a train crossing 7 Mile Bridge, was as part of the highway connecting to the Florida Keys now. I thought that was amazing that popped up on the Abandoned Railroads American Facebook page, and it said taken such and such date, 1925. It's amazing that photo was there. Yeah, but I know back in June I took the one Amtrak train to D.C., had to get off one train and get on another train to get to Harper's Ferry. I think in the future it's easier to walk to drive to Harper's Ferry. Although I might walk to Harper's Ferry come springtime, maybe have a friend drop me off in Monroe County and get on the Appalachian Trail and hike the Appalachian Trail from Monroe County to Harper's Ferry, which is over 100 miles. I think it's closer to 200 miles. I don't know if I'll do it or not. I want to get somebody to go with me. Yes, I'm fascinated by the Appalachian Trail. I don't know what it is about the Appalachian Trail, but something about a trail hiking through the woods for days at a time, camping in a shelter just with a backpack strapped to you, wherever you could take. Something about backpacking, I really enjoy that. I think there's a video. I thought so. 7 Mile Bridge. I think I saw a documentary on the History Channel about the hurricane walkout in 1935. I know the guy on YouTube. There's a guy I watch who lives down there. I think he lives in Miami, Florida, called Railroad 82. He's always doing videos about abandoned rail lines, branch lines, and spur lines, and different rail lines all over southern Florida. And I think one time a year or two ago, he done the video about the 7 Mile Bridge. Good night. Okay, she's okay. I don't know why she fell that time. I didn't do anything. Yeah, Holiday Inn camping. You know, I did that when I walked to Holiday Inn, and we get these big snowstorms in winter. They actually set along rooms for the employees to stay in because they wanted you to be there to work. They wanted the housekeepers and the cooks and the dishwashers and stuff to be there. So I do remember when I used to work at Holiday Inn before the whole coronavirus and stuff. We get a big snowstorm in winter. I had one of my neighbors watch my cats for me during that few days while I was gone, and I'll stay there during the snowstorms. Of course, those are good times. Of course, I do have friends that think I'm crazy because my idea of camping is setting a tent in the middle of the woods or a campground somewhere. My cousin and his wife like a RV. They like to go somewhere with an RV or camper where they have a solid running water and internet and stuff. I like the hiking through the woods, picking a random camp spot deep in the woods, setting up, spending the night, then hiking to another place. I don't enjoy it as much as the through hikers, though, who will spend 6 months or more on one of these trails. I always find that amazing that people do that. Me, I think 2-3 days, week tops, I'm ready to come home. Although I do need to go. I don't know when I'm going to plan on a camping trip. I might before winter kicks in, hike to this abandoned coal mine town deep in the woods near my house and do a paranormal video. Oh, yeah, Roy. Oh, I want him. Also, he's a good friend of yours. I've never met him, but I love watching his videos on YouTube because I love seeing all his abandoned rail lines and railway stuff. Yeah. I may run in the fridge here in a second and get me a cold Dr. Pepper. Now, since it's almost 10, I think I'll keep the live stream going until about 10 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock, I'll just wrap it up. I have to look for his video when he's on your channel. Few people, I think, few of you I see, I need to click on your channels and watch some of your videos, but I think a lot of you, I've seen some of your videos. I have to watch for Roy on your channel, though, when he does that. I just know he's ever up this way. I would love to show some abandoned train tunnels I know of, because I think he would find that amazing. Where Florida, everything's so flat. I think you find these deep up here. You got abandoned rail lines go through deep rail cuts. It's like a tunnel with no roof, and then you got actual tunnels too. Come think of it, I bought some people that watched my YouTube from they came all the way from Kansas to hang out with me a while back. I took them down to Nuttleburg. I blew their mind because they used to everything, where they're at, they used to everything being tabletop flat. So I went and took them down that crazy road. Okay, Tom's at the door wanting me letting out, but I think I'll make him stay in. Come think after I get in the live stream, I need to watch that video they uploaded this morning. Yeah. I think I've seen a few videos of that place down at Cape Sauls. Never been to Cape Sauls, but I do remember seeing a video from another YouTuber that showed a lot of abandoned stuff. I think I've seen a few posts on Abandoned Railways America's Facebook page. Yeah. I definitely want to actually travel to a lot of these different places. Of course, right now I can't afford much. If ever get famous enough YouTuber. Well, I don't know if I ever get famous enough. If I'm getting paid on YouTube or not. Only time will tell. Although my real estate investments, if they pay off like according to plan, some of these investments, I'll definitely could use the money to actually travel a little bit more. Right now, I'm working 2, sometimes 3 days a week at Logan's, plus all my odd jobs, plus my antique business. But something for future videos, I put in a bid on the house that I got my eye on, an old house, and make a good house flip project. It'll be fun to restore that house and fix it up and do a house flip project. Excuse me. I haven't heard back yet, but the person actually, if my offer is accepted and I can get the house, I probably will start work on it come springtime in April or May, if I get it. But I can't say I will, can't say I won't, because I haven't heard back if my bid on the house will be accepted. It needs a lot of work, though. The front steps need done. I think all the electrical and plumbing's old and outdated, so that house will be a fun one. Of course, one I live in needs a little bit of work, too. Got the drywall patched a while back. Well, that one over there was done before I moved in. These over here I done when I first moved in and had to fix them. But this all over here, if you see it, I never did paint that because I've been living here for 5 years, fixed it, and never did paint it. But here's a good story make about a good friend of mine. Him and his wife was helping me move in. I had this wall carpet, like one friend accidentally hits her with the wall carpet and knocks her into the wall, so she's stuck against the wall. And she got her butt stuck in the wall. We pulled her out of the wall, and it's so embarrassing because we didn't even mean to knock her on the wall. But here's a good example. She's like this, "Help, get me out of here," with her butt stuck in the wall. And my friend apologized to her so many times over the next couple of days, and then I had to patch the hole in the wall. So, yeah. At the moment, I'm not a licensed. At the moment, that's one thing I can say I'm not as a licensed real estate agent, but I love investing in real estate. But if you're a licensed real estate, I guess real estate's a good, hey, where you live in, where the house flippings are going crazy. Here in Mount Hope, there's been a few house flipping jobs that some friends done. I just know I love investing in real estate, and I've been learning and taking classes. Oh, okay, Virginia Beach. So dawned on me a comment about Virginia Beach a minute ago, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I've had a rough day at work. I'm pretty wore out. I think my brain's starting to fall asleep on me. I know here where I live, I'm close to New River Gorge in Mount Hope. The New River Gorge is a 57 full-fledged national park, so I'm thinking some house flipping jobs may actually go good here. Because I've done a lot of work in this house, but I don't plan on leaving it because since I got it paid off, I'm going to keep it. I do remember one that I got down on 2nd Street. I worked on for a while and sold. I just know that I just love to invest in real estate, and I love investing in antiques and other stuff too. I do a lot of antiquing too. I'm not a millionaire by doing that, but I make a pretty good living by doing these little investments and these odd jobs I do. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab me a cold drink out of my fridge. Okay. Here's the younger kitty, Mrs. Norris. I got Dr. Pepper out of the fridge and she about knocked me down. She's heading back to her food bowl. I think she starts going to open up a can of food because usually just before I go to bed, I'll open up a can of cat food and give all 3 of my cats a little bit of canned food, then I go to bed. I think she thought I was going there to do that and almost knocked me down because she got so excited. One thing I'm curious about the Virginia Beach area, I don't know if there's a lot of stuff that's going up for back taxes, that being foreclosed on for back taxes or not. I kind of mainly focus on my home state and my home county and a few counties around me when it comes to buying stuff that's foreclosed on, like tax sale deeds and tax lien deeds. And that one guy down the road wouldn't take my bid on the old laundromat building. I so wanted to get that building, but he wouldn't take my offer on that. Because I done a video a while back on my old YouTube where I talked about renovating that building. Then the coronavirus hitting the building I got I know here I've got some places for tax sales. I got like some tax liens I got to close out in April if they don't claim them back. And I just recently bought 2 vacant lots at a tax deed. Tried to buy a couple of houses for the tax deed sale I went to and got the bidding war. Somebody lost. And I sold one of those 2 houses next to across the road from the train station with that storefront. But that's something I just recently got into is the tax deeds. It's one of the reasons I made that comment about that. And I kind of wonder about other states. I need to study into it about other states and see how different states and different towns and different states are doing. But for the time being, I think if I get better off financing, I'm going to stick to just local places around here that I could get to easy by a short drive. I have to say short walk / drive because there's a few places down the road that I tried to get that I could walk to. But pretty much everything got the tax sales or tax liens here is a short drive, less than an hour from my house. Except for that one in Hinton, I think it takes a little over an hour to get there. But everything else is like anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes from me. I hope I get that house that I put in the bid on. I had to do a million bid on that one. If the state accepts it? Was a tax deed, I could take over ownership pretty quickly instead of waiting. I like the deeds better than liens because the liens you have to wait. Here in West Virginia, you have to wait 16 months, sometimes a little more than 16 months if things get held up. Yeah, the Virginia Beach area, I probably can't afford to invest in right now, it sounds like. Around here, it seems like a lot of people's not investing in this area. I kind of live in a state where more people's moving away than staying in. Thing is, I'm in my 30s, mid to late 30s, actually late 30s, and I think 60% of the population in the area I live in is above the age of 60. And I think it's less than 40% or at least 40% of the population in the area is like 40 and younger, and I think 60% is like 50 or 60 or older. So I kind of live in a state where most people around my age want to leave. Even though I love living here in West Virginia, I love being so close to New River Gorge and close to active rail lines. It's a little depressing knowing that there's not a lot of people around my age who want to stay here. Although the street I live on is a lot of young families. I got the nice couple of lives across the street from me for 2 kids, and I got a nice couple of lives like 3 houses down from me for a bunch of kids. Actually, 3 houses up from me with a bunch of kids. The person who lives 3 houses down from me only has the 1 son. So the couple has like the 8 or 9 kids lives 3 houses up that way. At least I live in the street where there's a lot of people close to my age. And I still haven't met my future wife yet. Maybe one day. Yeah, it's going on 9, so I'll probably get off here and watch that one Railroad 82 video that was uploaded this morning that I never had time to watch because I'm kind of curious about that newest one. I'm 36. My sister's like 30 or 31. Then her brother was killed in a car crash. I think he'd be like 25 if he's still living. I miss that brother. But then I have a half brother, my brother down in Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. I'm thinking North Carolina because I'm about to be uncle because my nephew will be born here soon. Then I'm excited about being an uncle, but then I got a friend of mine. I know I got a little tongue tingle there. I know my sister and brother-in-law was about to be parents. Then I got that one co-worker at work that told everybody he's my brother. And thank you for thumbs up my video. I'm trying to, in the future, I'm trying to figure out how many videos I can upload a week. I just hope I don't accidentally get locked out of this YouTube, because like my last YouTube, I'll worry about this one. Oh, by the way, the cat food bag I need to take in the kitchen. That cat there looks just like my cat, Mrs. Norris. Then I got a couple items back here behind me that I need to take them out to proof at Beaver Creek Antiques so I can put them up for sale. Yep, if I go, I'll say, before I log out here, I'll say thank you to everybody who came in for my live stream and watched my live stream. Thank to everybody who subscribed to me and watches my videos. I just know I got to go get ready for bed soon. It is 10 o'clock. But here in a second, at the end of the live stream, mainly because I'm tired and wore out, and I'm going to watch a few more videos, wind down, get me a good night's sleep. I got to get up early in the morning, I'm going to mow a few yards, and after that, I might go down to Thurman and film some trains. Then again, see how tomorrow goes, because I want to go down there and try to film a few more coal mining towns. Either way I'm going filming stuff, I'm going to have so many videos to upload that come wintertime I'll have a lot. But something else before I go, I'm going to post something for everybody to look forward to. I got some video before I started my YouTube back in 2013, 2014. The government bought a lot of houses down here and they demolished them for a part of the flood control. I was going through my Facebook the other day. I got like a bunch of videos in 2013, 2014, a bunch of demolition videos where these houses are being demolished as part of the flood control. What's here soon, I'll be pulling them off I'll probably pull some of them off my Facebook and upload on my YouTube because they're very good demolition videos. Then I was trying to film a house being demolished down here, which has some issues with it, which delayed the demolition, which at the present moment I can't upload that one, but when I can upload, it's a very interesting video. Yep. So I'm up from 68 to 73. Thank you. But I'm going to say good night to everybody. Oh, but before you go, I'll give everybody a good laugh. At work, one of my coworkers asked me, like, do you love your life? And I thought she said, do you love your wife? And I'm like, do I love her what? I'm like, I guess maybe. You're supposed to love your life. I'm like, oh, love my life. I thought she said, do you love your wife? But I'm not married, so that's a misunderstanding, and I had a good laugh about that one. But I'll say good night to everyone. I'm not sure when I'll do my next live stream. I'll try to figure out a date when I have time. I'm going to try to figure out a day when I can once a week, but for the time being, I think I got too much going on to pick a time for the once a week. When it comes to uploading videos, it's easier when I have a day, do a lot, and just click upload and then walk out the door and go to work, and the video's uploading while I'm at work. And that's how I'm easily able to upload every day. Before I got to mow yards or before I got to work, I just take 5 minutes a set to upload. It works because a lot of people think I have more time than I do. Good night to everyone, and thank you for watching my live stream. Midnight, you've been in the catnip again, you keep falling. Good night, everyone. Midnight on the house.